Sam, a diligent handyman, worked tirelessly in Rome, far from his family. The distance weighed heavily on his heart, and he longed to reunite with his loved ones and start anew. Determined to build a life closer to home, he dreamed of opening a small business near his family, where he could share in his children's joys and pains, nurturing them with love and care. Deep down, Sam knew the road to his dream was fraught with challenges. The most pressing issue was money. He needed a substantial sum to rent a space and launch his business. Undeterred, Sam took on every job that came his way, working relentlessly without complaint or debt. Yet, despite his tireless efforts, his savings grew slowly, far from enough to realize his vision. A wave of loneliness hit him, and the urge to see his family became overwhelming. Before returning home for a brief visit, Sam decided to entrust his hard-earned savings to someone reliable. Believing the local judge to be a man of integrity, he left his money in the judge's care. After a heartfelt reunion with his family, Sam returned to Rome and approached the judge to reclaim his funds. To his shock, the judge denied ever meeting him or receiving the money, leaving Sam stunned and betrayed. The two argued fiercely all day, neither willing to yield. The judge, growing impatient, called his servants, who promptly threw Sam out. Dejected and lost, Sam trudged home, his spirit broken. Seeing his distress, his neighbor's kind wife invited him over and urged him to share his troubles. Sam poured out his story, explaining how the judge, whom he had trusted, had deceived him. The neighbor's wife, familiar with Sam's honesty but aware of his simplicity, devised a clever plan to outwit the dishonest judge. Knowing Sam was a loyal friend, she resolved to help him recover his money. She visited the judge, presenting herself as a wealthy woman whose husband was an expatriate. "I'm leaving to join him for an extended stay," she explained, "and I need someone trustworthy to safeguard my precious gems." Opening her jewel box, she displayed an array of sparkling treasures, captivating the judge's greedy eyes. As the judge schemed about how to exploit this opportunity, Sam walked in, as if by chance, and demanded his money once more. Caught off guard and eager to maintain the wealthy woman's trust, the judge had no choice but to act honorably. He reluctantly handed Sam his bag of cash, which Sam swiftly took and left. Moments later, the lady's maid rushed in, breathless. "Madam, your husband has returned early due to trouble with his ship. He's exhausted and needs you at home." Without hesitation, the lady gathered her jewels and hurried out, ignoring the judge's attempts to maintain decorum. Realizing he had been outsmarted, the judge felt a pang of regret, knowing he had been thoroughly outmaneuvered. The neighbor's wife, delighted by the success of her ruse, couldn't suppress a smile. Sam, overwhelmed with gratitude, thanked her from the bottom of his heart for restoring his hope and his savings.